My father got scammed. So this guy, he actually said he's a police and everything. He said you got scammed. He video called my father. So I was on the way to go and see him. So then, like he's talking and everything. So he said, "Show me your card." In the video call. So while he showed, he already swiped 500 already at that point of time. So we didn't know. Then after I went to my father was video calling. Then I said, "Who are you talking to?" and everything. So after that, he switched to normal phone call. And he said, "You show me your other card." Because my father had 2 or 3 cards. So he showed the UOB card. Then he had one more card. He said, "You show me your DBS card." I pick up the call. I said, "Yes, who is this?" And he said, "Oh, we are from the police. We are verifying the card and everything." I said, "Which police actually has the time to verify?"
Yeah.
I said, "What nonsense you talking?" Then I was like, "Hello, Mr. Scammer." Then he started scolding me vulgarity and all that. I said, "I don't care." He said, "Ha ha, I already take 500 from your father." I said, "Doesn't matter, it's only 500. I said, he still, the other card you didn't manage to scam what? I said, "Loser." Then he hang up the phone. Because I was very irritated. I was so angry. I said, "Why do you show the reason?" He said, "I didn't know." What he said,
Yeah.
old people,
Old
they are
people,
very
Vulnerable.
vulnerable and
yeah.
they don't know what they're doing.
Correct.
They don't have the idea of calling the kids or anybody.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, okay lah, never mind. Thank God it's 500. He had more in the account, but lucky they never scam
Yeah.
all the money and all
Correct.
that lah. Then after that, one more thing was, one of my client, they did a wedding for the daughter and everything. So the wedding planner, the one who was doing the deco and all that, they actually took deposit. They only did 10% of the work. So the 90% of the money they take and then that's it, disappeared. Yeah, but they're quite a well-known person. Yeah, so quite sad lah because marriage is like something they dream of, plan for so many months and all that, and then there goes the money down the drain. So like others had to help
Chip
to
in,
chip in to do this one because they are also young, they're just starting off their life. And what more, when it's well known, we believe them even more, you see.
Correct.
So it's quite sad lah. I think it's quite a big amount, like as in like 20,000 for youngsters. 20,000 is
It
quite
is
a lot of money. Yeah, just for deco alone.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I feel we must really be sure that this person is able to do. But some people actually, they give certain work to one company, some other work to another company. So they split.
They sub
Yeah,
to
they sub.
others.
Yeah, so at least in that way.
So what happens is when they sub, right, when the other side cannot deliver, they also cannot deliver to their
Correct.
customers.
Yeah, correct.
So it always like a domino effect.
Correct.
Yeah. So I think really need to learn from experience from the older ones and ask around and everything lah. Don't think it's well known means it's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, one more thing is like those elderly, those who are trapped in scams, those days they don't have that much of scams. So nowadays the case is really rising on a monthly
Yeah,
basis.
yeah.
You can talk about Scam Shield also. They advise you to download in your phone
Yeah.
the app Scam Shield once.
Yeah.
You even can call 1799 24/7 hotline. So then they will guide you, like tell you, okay, whether is it scam. You just straight away report to them. They will advise you what to do. So lately I was doing my reservist, so I was on this, going around advising them on this type of things lah. So a lot of people. So the houses which I go, they call from the bank and they correct IC number. They will know the IC number they give. Then they will believe they are actually talking to someone from the bank, that kind of thing. But they will scam also lah. So then you have to be careful when you receive phone call +65. It's not always from Singapore also. So you have to be careful. You have to take note of that. And one more thing is whenever you receive an SMS, don't just click on the link just blindly.
Because you were saying like one of the houses which you went, the employer
Yeah.
click on the link and the helper is the one who actually did
Actually,
the scam.
not say the helper, but we don't know exactly. So the thing is quite a big number, quite a big loss, about close to more than 100,000.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Our details are out there
Yeah.
in the internet because we are keying in our IC, our full name,
Yeah.
and a lot of other portals they are being circulated. They are actually selling around. So our date of birth, our IC number, suddenly somebody calls you and say your full name, this is your IC ending with 912C, right? Okay, then this is your date of birth, right? Okay, I am from AIA. Your deduction, I think you accidentally key in, you're going to deduct about $1,000 over. This just happened recently. Usually scammers, they call from overseas, you know the accent very well, right? I was nearly fooled because it was a local Indian guy in a good English accent. And he said, bro, your policy number is this one. I will transfer you to my manager. You just quickly answer him, and then so that we won't deduct the $1,000 from our AIA insurance. I was like, I don't have any AIA insurance.
Because
Why
your
is
insurance is prudential.
yeah. So I was like, why do I have AIA? Maybe I might have accidentally, I go a lot of roadshows and things like that. I was like, okay, you transfer me. So the number was ringing. About 2-3 calls he answered already. But the background was very noisy. It was like as if sound like teka like that.
So this is recently.
Recently, this was maybe about 2 months ago.
Okay.
So this guy, Indian guy called and I was inside the car. I was like, $700 to $1,000 is my deduction. Why am I paying so much? I don't know what policy I took, what I took. And he gave me a policy number, will transfer. I took down a policy number also. Then we transferred to the call. Then I read out to him, yes bro, I have your details. Then the background was the one that really put it off. I was like, what is this guy doing in a hawker center? Then I was like, no, you have to make this payment, just $35 to about $40, then we will deduct everything. So can you give me your card number?
Actually, you should have said, you know who's my agent now? It's Wampo Sabira, you know. He would have hung up. He didn't say that.
அப்ப அந்த நேரத்துல தோணல.
ஏல நான் சொல்றேன் ஓம்போல இருந்து யாராச்சும் தேடிட்டு வந்து
You should have told them that, you know, no, my agent is Wampo Sabira. The fellow would have hung
Sis, you don't like me, you tell me.
Actually, we have to be more precautionary because lately you see some videos where they really wear like policemen, wearing masks.
Yeah.
Then the mask will be dropping on the guy, be like pushing up.
Then they got the they got the moustache and the beard. I didn't know police they allowed so much of moustache and beard.
So we have to be very careful because lately they are trying a lot of different methods.
they are getting more and more advanced.
So if this
I
one
think with the
doesn't work,
AI lah.
the funny part is when this thing don't work, they will try something new.
Yeah.
So just somehow to manage, and they are using lately a lot of like AI, this kind of things, technologies to see what they can do.
Exactly. So we have to be more on alert.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's scary,
Yeah.
So I suddenly put down the phone. Then to the extent I called AIA. Say they don't have an account with me. I said, okay, this is a scam. Then I did inform them lah. Say that there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah,
also.
yeah, correct.
Yeah.
One more thing, you have to advise our helpers also. Actually, we have to be careful.
Sorry, what was that? AIA.
Unga Siri pesra.
Oh.
Siri is talking to you.
I didn't catch that.
Siri, please keep quiet.
So like helpers, when they sometimes during the off day, they go out, they accidentally click on a link, borrow money from some third
Loan
party,
shark
Money
that
lenders,
kind of thing. So we have to advise them also. Just sometimes they are not aware about this also.
Yeah. The most common one is renovation scam. Renovation scam.
Renovation.
Even we lost
were
about $30,000 to a
$30,000.
scam to this renovation guy. He first built a very good rapport with us.
Yeah.
Everything what we asked for, he did.
So too nice.
Too much.
Too nice. He will accommodate everything.
And the company that he registered was also genuine. We verified.
We checked. We
everything.
verified. But we couldn't find a website and all. But they had a website, a generic website. And when he applied the permit, right, where they will paste outside the leaf, right, it was under some other company.
Yeah, so that one they will do because it's common because they may not have the permit to hack walls and all that. They will sub to other subcontractors. So it has been going on and he was like doing very well. The last payment, he insisted, you give me 35,000, I will finish up the carpentry works. Then I say, can I give you just 30,000? I just say, no, 30,000. Okay, he transferred the 30,000 already. For that 5,000, he was like, haggling here and there. I say, what is the big deal with the 5,000? We usually keep a few amount until the end and then we pay, right? $5,000 only. What? You finish the carpentry, I will definitely give you. So far you've done everything excellent. Why don't you just finish? And he disappeared.
Disappeared. He refused
2
to
weeks,
answer
3
our
weeks.
call.
No messages.
No messages. Then we couldn't. There was no other point of contact.
You complained? You all...
Make any report?
The problem is, whatever we paid was just online transaction. There was
Cash.
no invoice.
We didn't have any loans also. We didn't take any loan. It was all cash. So also another thing was we were like, how to say, afraid lah. Because he knows our house address, and things like that. So because of that, we withheld from doing anything. Because he knows our details.
Yeah.
You see? So we didn't. So we actually were stranded for about 2 weeks. We couldn't cook.
But you have to make any report, nothing.
No.
I think.
Handphone number is still
Handphone is still
Yeah,
there.
still there.
Yeah.
He also make friends with our neighbors and everything. that was very scary because our neighbors knew too much. You know, like they knew him personally and all. So even when I meet my next door neighbor, she'll be like, "What happened to this fella?" Huh? So and things like that. I say, please don't engage him. This is also what happened to our house. So we actually got somebody else to finish up the carpentry work. So we have to top up.
For that 30,000 work, we actually just spent 11,000.
11K.
We went direct.
Yeah.
We went direct to a carpenter. Yeah. So you can get it done cheaper.
Yeah.
It's just that you don't get the virtual 3D design and things like that.
Yeah.
I think that's something which we don't really need lah, because we are with one ID from our first house, the second house, and it's
Alhamdulillah.
very nice.
Very
No
nice.
3D, nothing, but all our idea, our concepts, but he will deliver it lah.
You're basically paying 50% more for the 3D design.
Correct.
And eventually they are going to end up getting these direct contractors to do your job.
Correct,
They are just getting the 50% for the service they are
For
providing.
the service.
But I think the scams per se is also in some religious forms also. Yeah. So they say that, I'll bring you Umrah or Hajj,
Yeah.
they said, I'm actually a Ustad. Maybe they're not even a certified Ustad. I also have heard one of my friend who got scammed recently for Hajj. So they collected 20 to 30,000 from 20 people, 200 over 1,000. And then the person is there, but he said, yeah, I'll bring. He said, oh, this year quota is there and everything. So the thing happened last year. So she was also telling me, like, be aware and everything, make sure that you don't engage such services and everything. So I think especially people who are retiree and everything,
Yeah.
they know they got the money. So these are people like, widow, single mom and retiree. So
It's quite sad lah.
yeah,
Very
because
sad.
how do you actually even have the heart to do to this kind of people?
My parents went through that also. Yeah, it was through our recommendation, and I have to be there to actually collect back the money. We were chasing. There's this company, a very well-known company in Golden Landmark. They,
It is a well-known company also.
Very well known, and then we gave the money upfront, everything 22,000 per pax, which is a lot. So we waited very patiently. 1 year already, 1.5 years already. We went down to the shops couple of times. When they are not around, we even went down to the mosque where they conduct the classes and tell them, look, we really need the money. So we are not going anywhere. We will just pay you.
Yeah.
This is they keep saying, we have changed our plans already. Just give it back to us. Then they needed time. Another couple of months went past. We went back again and again and again and again. Eventually they paid back. So I was like, why are you cheating in the name of Islam, Muslim pilgrimage and things like that?
Yep.
So I started to dig out, and of course there was another person in the same industry. This is what they usually do. So what they do is they collect all the money. Okay, let's say you want to go, all of us want to go, right? We collect the money. The first thing that they are most challenging is the accommodation there in Mecca. So to book that place, if let's say you have clients already, you don't have a place there, then there's no point you collect money already. So what they do is for next year, they would advance booking today.
Using
So
their
they
funds.
will using the funds. Whether you will get a quota or not, that is another question. So but they use our funds to actually book the entire stack. Oh, like all the 14th, 15th floor. Okay, this is all mine with the hotel. So they pay up front. It's way much cheaper. Rather than about 30 over 1,000, they can get it about $10,000. So they book in advance. So next year your turn comes, you are lucky you get it. If you don't get your turn, they cannot get back the money and pay you back. So they say you wait for next year. So this has been going on with a lot of agencies. And then they are getting back.
But I realize scammers are very nice. The
Yeah,
way
yeah.
they
They
speak
sweet talk.
and
They
everything.
convince. This is marketing. They think that, okay, I'm not really cheating them, but I'm making use of your money to actually secure
Like
the place.
rotation lah.
Rotation. It's rotation.
The fund was rotation.
It's rotation. It's
So,
just
but,
rotating the
yeah.
money.
So especially for Hajj, right? I think one thing we must get it clear is, unless you get a letter from Muiz, do not park your money with anyone. So wait for the letter, the official
confirmation.
letter from Muiz. Yeah, so that you have a guaranteed slot
lah.
to perform Hajj.
Poor thing lah. I mean, they are also in desperation. They are old or they want to just get it done because, the quota,
Yeah.
they want to get it and all that. So when the hope is given, you definitely want to try you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So,
But here Singapore is very straightforward. You need a letter.
correct.
So you just have to wait for the
But
letter.
even if you get a letter, so you still have the quota there. There's still a place for you there.
Yeah.
Rather than paying in advance or
Correct.
waiting, hoping, because these people they they are waiting for, they're just hopeful they will get the additional quota and then they will send.
Yeah, that's how they
Which,
promise.
which eventually don't get, then it will also spoil their name. They're also going to disappoint their clients,
Yeah,
customers.
it was very unfortunate because they all received the. Actually, Dean's parents also received a letter, but it was in a different color as compared to what my parents received. So we were very hopeful that they will all go to Hajj together. So, but we were waiting until the last day. We actually give the luggage and all we packed. They really packed and were very hopeful. So it's been 5 years?
Yeah.
6 years, 2019 before COVID. That was the last batch of Hajj before COVID. Until now, they are still hopefully waiting for their turn for Hajj.
Inshallah.
Yeah, so it's very sad because I don't know how this is happening, but we all believe if we have an invitation from him, we can we'll be there. So we just wait for it.
Do you have any clients or what scams that have actually literally changed their life to the worst lah?
Have, but in the form of like investments from like other companies and everything. So there is belief, and then they went to invest and everything.
Yeah.
So some of them had like payouts for the insurance, like like heart related and everything. So from they had a critical illness, so they had a stand, so they had a payout. So instead of using that for themselves, they just put, because they're having high returns and everything. Because there are also investments which they promise like 20%, 30% and everything. So all this also just make sure that it is, you do the due diligence of what kind of investment, and if they're giving you so high percentage, something can be wrong lah. Yeah. So because this investment, people can just show as though like, I have this, I have backup assets and everything. So how long the track record and all that, you need to do the due diligence lah. Yeah, and how much of assets they have. Is it under the name? Yeah. So this kind of things you really need to check. Yeah. So because I hear a lot of people say I did my own investment. I have my, not under insurance, but their own.
External.
Not even the online platform, but it's through external people. But I say 20%, 30%. I say, are they able to sustain during the market falls? That also they need to check and all that. So they can also disappear overnight.
Better to do your background check before you all step into anything, because lately too many scams lah. So
They find
sometimes
ways
it's very sad to see those who are facing that kind of things, but the world is changing lah.
Even retired money, their retiree money also they use to invest. People from payout, and also for the daughters or sons' marriage which they allocated, or to start up a business. So they are very devastated. All their goals and dreams are gone.
Exactly.
So it's very sad to see.
Especially, this is all due to, I don't know whether it's the right word to use, like greed. They want to
in
just
a way,
double their
money.
Yeah, their money.
Like it's never enough.
Yes. So my clients, I have come across a few who actually lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Their savings, their entire savings, to the extent they have to resort to sell their house. They are very thrifty people staying in a very small house, have a lot of investment. They got overnight, they just lost. Yeah. So sometimes you get people who say, "Hey, I will double your money. You just put this money here, $20,000. You have no clue what they invest in. You put me $20,000, I give you $30,000 within a week. So when they start to gain the trust, they put in their entire life savings. Even today, Telegram, you will have a lot of this thing. So you'll be inside a Telegram group, and then there will be like a lot of other investors, and then they will be like communicating with each other. You put $2,000, and at the end of the day, you will get $4,000.
Right.
Genuine or not, I'm not too sure. I have not tried before, but one of my client has actually put in. So he realized that there were about 200 over people in that mess, the Telegram. Was going on and on for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And he was monitoring people putting in 2,000, 3,000, then double up over the same day. Then they will close at 5 o'clock, come back in the morning. Then the same thing has been going on. Okay, then he messaged, I want to do $2,000. He returned back $4,000. Then the next week he said, I want to put $4,000. He gave back $8,000. You know what he did? He took out all his savings, investments and everything. He put about $30,000, $40,000. The moment he transferred, the entire group collapsed.
Oh my God.
So he was literally saying that the 100 people who were there, out of 200, maybe 100 is like all those people like him. The other 100 are all players for that.
It's a
So
group
the
lah.
investment is the $4,000. They just put, you put 4,000, I give you another 4,000.
Because they know the pattern.
You know the
Yeah,
pattern.
it's a
They
bait.
build the trust. They
Psychology.
build the trust. They build the trust. The moment you hit about $35,000, gone already.
Game over.
That means they have already made the 4 weeks of this, whatever the nonsense are. They just need, out of the 100, maybe one person to fall for this.
Correct.
They close.
Yeah.
Then
already
they
made
open
the
another
money.
group in
Yeah,
Telegram.
correct.
Scary. Yeah.
Also, overseas properties also.
Yeah.
Overseas property.
Overseas property,
yeah.
very common.
Common. Yeah. Heard also.
Yeah, without, of course, they don't see, but you must always have a trusted person. Lah. If you don't have an official who is there, I mean, it's very difficult. And there are people who have burnt their fingers just by, no, I mean, even in India also, like Dubai, India, these are the like common places where people actually just buy and then they realize that,
But luckily we got Dean and Fauzia lah. Our trusted agents.
alhamdulillah.
That's why we don't sell any overseas
Yeah.
properties yet, because the first time I actually sold a property in Malaysia, was quite good lah. I mean, I was very happy. It was a landed property and things like that. The pitch, of course, is not like Singapore. We are like, literally, we don't exaggerate. You buy this property, you'll make $1 million. No. Possibility of you making 300. We may say the lowest point, but eventually you make 500,000. Even for high parks, Jalan Kayu. So we did tell them, okay, you'll make about, if you buy for 500,000, you make about 800,000. But today they are sitting at a $500,000 profit. So we don't exaggerate so much. There's a limit to it. So, but for landed properties in Malaysia, they will say, no, you surely make this much. You will surely make that much. You will have rental yield this much. So this was the pitch. But eventually it didn't happen. After about 5 years later, they want to sell that landed property. They bought for 680,000. Eventually, they only sold for 550. They couldn't sell. They're struggling. They needed the cash urgently for our business. It's like a one way. It's not like Singapore. I mean, we can't say that was a scam. It's not really a scam, but more like the sales pitch was wrong. So the product, you're selling a product. Yes, you have a product that whatever we describe is there, but based on the increment, we cannot promise anything. Because the land is big. Singapore land is scarce. You can make that money. But overseas properties, whether or not rental yield may be there, but price appreciation might not be there. Yeah.